What is going on, everybody? This is 86 here, back with another vlog. Some Path of Exile 2 gameplay in the background. This is just my twister build that I'm working on. Trying out some poison twister, just messing around, trying out some different things for fun. Seeing how they work. If it tends to not be good, then oh well. Then I'll go back to my lightning spear build. But I just really had the urge to try this out and see how far I could take twisters. Seems like an interesting skill. Seems like it does really good for clearing abysses too, so that's gonna be a really good plus to the build. But on the other side note, it's finally my Friday. Made it through the week. Um, Yesterday was a bit of a rough day. Just kind of, some tragedies happened yesterday, and it just makes it rough to, you know, get through the day when you realize how fucked up society's becoming and how messed up shit is becoming, and just really hoping things, will get better eventually in this country. But all I can do is all I can do is control myself and my actions and what I do, and try to be the best person that I can be, and you know do the best for my family and stuff. But um yeah, I'm just ready to get to my weekend. It's finally my Friday. It was a long week, a lot of stuff to get through. Working extra hours every day can be a lot, and I'm just really, really happy to be almost at my weekend finally. I'm gonna try desecrating this. Why not? But yeah, just gonna keep working on leveling this build. I'm still playing on December. It's taking me a really long to get that build to end game, but that's because yesterday I really was gonna put in some time on it, but then they ended up doing maintenance. Of course, as always, they always do that Wednesday and all day for some reason. But I'll be getting through to that. Let's go ahead and see what this sucker's got. Oops. +2 to level 1 melee skills. Wait, can't you take it out and reveal again? Or no? No, melee skills doesn't really do anything. Critical damage bonus. You can't take it out. Wonder if you... You can't do that either. I guess that's what I'm stuck with, huh? +2 melee skills, I guess. That's probably the best option. That wasn't really good of an outcome. I really like the animation of this where he jumps in there and goes and grabs the item and brings it back. That's just quality Path of Exile animations, man. This is why this game is just so amazing. But I'm gonna keep working on this character. I'm gonna keep working on things. There's a couple books I've been reading. One is How a Man Thinketh. It's just a book that kind of teaches you, like, rewire your brain and the way you think, and just how to be more positive and how to make change just by changing your course of thinking. And it seems like a really good read, and I highly recommend it to anybody who's kind of struggling with, like, just your overall mental health. I feel like it's a really good book to just kind of get yourself a little bit more well aligned. So really recommend that. And another book I'm reading is, these are all books on just like personal growth. Um, the other one is The Way of the Superior Man. This is a book that just kind of really teaches you how to, you know, be the best man that you possibly can, who's strong, loving, caring, there for the people you love. A man is about not not just about it being tough or strong or whatever. It's about being a very well-rounded individual. Somebody who can be in touch with their feelings, who can who can also be strong, be a provider, protect their family. Um, a lot of things go into that, and it's just kind of a book on how to improve yourself as a person, because that's really what I've been just working on lately, is just constantly trying to improve myself. I just, over the years, especially since I've quit drinking, I've just seen a lot of the errors of my ways, and just how my overall just way of thinking is was just really, really just not good. And how I really just need to work on these things. And there's just so much that I have to work on, just rewiring my train of thought so I'm just not so negative all the time. I need to learn that being negative and pessimistic all the time, really doesn't bring anything but negative and bad shit to you. I feel like all the time. So if you can change your thinking into being more positive and trying to have a good outlook on things, and just trying to look at the glass as half full instead of half empty, how that can really, really impact your overall well-being. And how your state of mind affects your overall health a lot. If you're always anxiety and depressed, you're always going to feel like shit. Just how to get out of that mind state, that's really what I'm just working on lately. I've been just struggling with like falling into this depression and you know anxiety, and just trying to beat myself up about shit and trying to feel bad about myself about shit that I've done in the past. I wasn't the greatest person when I drank. I was an asshole. I just, when I was growing up, I rebelled a lot. I did a lot of forgotten a lot of fights. I beat up a lot of people. Just a lot of stupid shit that when you're young, you don't realize how how fucking wrong you are about so many things. And I spent the first half of my life fucking everything up, and now I'm spending the second half of my life fucking fixing and rebuilding everything. Including my mind, my body. I've done so much damage to my body and everything. It's just a never ending quest to work on myself. I feel like if I'm ever done, I should never be done working on something on myself. I should always be trying to grow personally, mentally, physically. The growth should never stop. You should never be comfortable, you completely comfortable, because when you get comfortable, that's when you get complacent and lazy. You just gotta. It's just so many things going through my head lately that I'm trying to work on. It's just a lot, and but I just need to stay focused on my goals. I'm setting myself goals now. I'm working towards those goals. It feels good. I'm up early every morning. I'm getting shit done. I'm getting these videos done. I'm working on YouTube. I'm getting a lot done at work. I'm getting the kids situated. Trying to just stay on top of everything can be overwhelming if you look at it like that. But if you just take it one thing at a time, one day at a time, you know, everything's gonna be good. You know. But that's what's going on with me. There's a lot of shit going on, as always, but I'm staying good. I'm staying solid. Still just playing PoE 2, and on December, keep the content coming out for that. And yeah, I'm just gonna be. Where did I have to go, Master? Why won't it let me just go? Oh, can I just? Maybe this is it. But yeah, I'm gonna keep leveling this build. Hopefully, it ends up working out pretty well in the end. But I guess we'll see. I don't really know how twisters are gonna do overall with poison. It just sounded like fun, so I figure why not? I've got my mapper I could always go back to and play. So I'll try this level something for a bit. I'm gonna get to my weekend, and I'm just gonna try to, you know, constantly keep working on things. Um, Always just trying to improve. And yeah, any advice from anybody on ways to just, or books or anything that you guys think are good that you guys could recommend would be really nice. But yeah, I really appreciate everybody who stops by the channel and checks out the videos. Um, be nice if I could get more of a solid direction for the channel. I know I'm kind of everywhere with videos and everything right now, but it's because I don't have a concrete direction. I've just kind of been doing the videos that I feel like doing and what I enjoy at the moment. So that's that. And I'm gonna get through my day and get to my weekend. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Be safe. Um, Make sure to just stay positive, live life, and have fun. It's too short to be negative and pissed off and all this shit all the time. Just that's not what life's about, man. Have a good one, everybody. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.